You know, I thought everything was going good today. It was a good weather, exercise, was disciplined, ate a good diet, met my friend. We went for lunch. Everything was going smooth. Then, as I was cleaning my car because it was really messy, I realized that I lost one of the owner's keys again. I'm a real estate agent, so I have the owner's keys to either to bring buyers or tenants to view. So I get their keys, and they trust me with their keys. So if I lose their keys, I am kind of destroying the trust between us. I did this once before in my previous video. If you guys, I don't know if some of you guys watched it before, but now I did it again. The first one I paid for it, so that was it was still bad, but I just hoped after that first time I wouldn't do it again. But here we are, and I lost it a second time. And I I just relaxed. I did not panic. I did not fret. Like the first time I was panicking. I was like so angry at myself, like, you stupid son of a bitch, how could you lose that? But this time I was like, okay, just think, don't be emotional. Think of the time, think of where you lost it. Okay, on Sunday you went for the appointment. Okay, you were with your colleague, and then you had the key with you. You had the key with you. You had the key with you. But suddenly it just disappeared. Why? Why did it disappear? And I thought for it for a moment, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I had the key with me. And then I put it in my pocket. Oh, it's in the pocket. Okay. Did I wash the pants? All right. Now I went to the washing machine. Went to where my mom washes the clothes, and I checked the pockets. No result. Checked the other pants. No result. And I was like, okay, it's not there. Where did I go after the appointment? Well, I went to swimming. Okay, you went to swimming. You parked your car, and when I go swimming, like after the appointment, I had my long pants on, so I would take out the long pants, and I guess as I'm taking out the long pants and I'm putting it in my car, the key just dropped. Oh yes, it must be in my car. It must be in my car. So I checked my car. I realized it was quite messy, and I had to clean a few things, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, where else could it be? Maybe it's still in my car. Maybe I just have to check it harder. But where else could it be? After swimming, I went back home. I ate dinner, and that's it. And I went to sleep, and I took a video just like this. And I woke up the next morning, and I went to exercise. I went on a bike. And after that, I didn't really go out too. So it must be in the car. If it's not in the car, then either I took it out, I put it somewhere in the house, and maybe someone just freaking took it away. But that's impossible. It doesn't make sense. So I guess I have to find the car. I have to find it in the car now, I guess. Or maybe it's somewhere else, which I don't know. And yeah, instead of being emotional, instead of thinking, oh, this is the end of the world, what am I going to tell the owners? I just be relaxed and just try to find the best solution first. I try to solve the problem logically instead of emotionally. And I still haven't found the keys yet. No, I'm still thinking where I left it. But I think if I really lose the keys, actually tomorrow I'm actually gonna go to the condo and see if I actually dropped the keys there. Maybe I dropped it there. Maybe it just fell off my pocket. But yeah, if I really did lose the keys, I guess I have to say sorry to the owners. Say, sorry, my bad. I help you duplicate another one, and I won't do it again. It's my mistake. And I guess I just have to apologize, and that of course I should be. How else would I solve the problem? And this is how you guys should solve problems. You should solve it logically and unemotionally, and just be like, okay, you made a mistake. You're still alive. You're still employed. Yeah, you lost the keys, but at least you didn't lose the card. At least you didn't do anything else that's bad. Okay, that's a problem, but we can solve it. we can solve it. Small problem. And the worst thing, I guess the worst case scenario is that, he just he just tells other owners that, don't trust his agent. He loses his keys easily. So I guess that's the worst thing that could happen. And then I could just learn the lesson and be like, yeah, I fucked up. Okay, I learned the lesson. I'm gonna keep my car clean now and make sure it's always in a neat environment, and it won't I won't be cluttered trying to find the keys. Everything has its place. And I guess that will teach me a lesson. The first one didn't teach me good enough. I guess the second one will actually teach me to keep my car clean and to keep the things that I have in my room clean, to be a more organized person. So if you think about it that way, it's a win-win. You can't lose that way. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. You have to turn a negative into a positive. That's what Michael Jordan said. That's what Michael Jordan's dad said. His father said to him, you gotta turn a negative into a positive. Like how when his father died, he was like, yeah, you always told me you gotta turn something negative into a positive. And then all of a sudden they just became thankful that he lived the life that he lived, and they weren't revengeful, they weren't resentful for the people that killed his father. They were like, we're not gonna care about that. We're just gonna be grateful that he lived the life that he lived. Even his mom said, you have to be thankful. You have to be thankful. And that's the same way I view like losing the keys. Yes, it must. It's totally incomparable to losing someone you love. So losing a key shouldn't even like fret me. It shouldn't even like disturb me like one single bit. It should be like, oh, okay, lost the keys. Yeah, safe. Well, I either solve the problem, I either find the keys, or I just learn a lesson. There's no L's in life, man. The only L is learn. The L is not lose. The only L I know is learn. You either win or you learn. That's it. Okay, lose the keys. Okay, I learned a lesson. Great. My reputation is bad. Okay, fine. I learned a lesson. I'm sorry. And I say sorry in this video. Sorry, I'm very careless. I have a lot of things in my life, and I find it hard to organize it sometimes. It's hard. Life is hard, and nobody cares. Deal with it, bruv. Deal with it. It's not looking good, bruv. Fucking solve it, bruv. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Cry? I used to cry, but it doesn't really solve the problem, And I would rather prefer the problem being solved. So yeah, just don't be emotional. Try to think, where did you leave it? And if you really can't find it, if you tried your very best and you can't find it, then find a way to talk to the owner. Find a way to, negotiate with him and say, I'm sorry. I'll pay how much for the keys, whatever. If money is needed, then I'll do it to make the owner happy. Because, losing the keys, all the owner is going to be like, hey, can I really trust this guy with my keys? Don't know. So yeah, I'm excited to learn that lesson, to see if I learn the lesson or not. And I hope I do find those keys. But if I really can't, then I just talk to the owners, and it's not the end of the world. There's always a solution if you just willing to be unemotional. It's easy to be emotional about it. It's easy to be like, fuck, I fucked up. It's easy to be controlled by your emotions. I don't want to be like that anymore. I used to be like that. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. 10, 20, 30 years from now, if I do the same thing, if I just keep being emotional and use my emotion to solve the problem, I'm gonna get a stroke, bro. I don't want to get a stroke. So in order to avoid that, I just want to solve it calmly. And when you solve it calmly, it is much easier to solve things too, because you're not emotional. Everybody tries to be emotional and think that emotions is gonna solve the problem. Sometimes it does. But I think most of the time, emotions doesn't really solve the problem. In fact, it almost always amplifies the problem. But sometimes, let's say the problem is killing someone, then anger could be a good emotion to help you achieve that solution. But for most things in life, like losing your keys, You're not gonna be like, oh, I have to fucking find the keys. Like it's gonna solve anything. You have to be like, okay, relax, calm down. Where did I put the keys? Where was I when I lost the keys? Oh yeah, I talked to this guard. Oh yeah, I was with her. Oh yeah, I remember I locked the door, so I put it in my pocket. It cannot have ran away. You know, it's either I dropped it, I was not careful and I dropped it, or someone just took it from. I don't know, man. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. But either way, even if I don't get it, okay, fine. Another solution. I'll just talk to the owner. And if that doesn't work, the worst case scenario is, he says that, hey, you're a shit agent. I'm not gonna give my keys to you anymore. And you learn a lesson. You learn a lesson. You don't lose. You just learned a lesson. That's it. You learn the lesson. You don't take it personally. You just say, okay, you fucked up. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I still can do this shit. Tomorrow it's gonna be another day. Day 0, day 1. I'm not gonna live in the past. I'm gonna live in the present. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna live in the present and remember the past and learn from the past to help create a better future. And it takes self-awareness. It takes humbling yourself. It takes self-love, I guess. It takes gracefulness. It takes being graceful with your mistakes and knowing that your mistakes are not the end of you. Maybe, I guess we are wired to think that way because, 1,000, 2,000 years ago, if you fucked up, you were dead. But we live in a more safer world now, and I think we have more permission and we have more room to fuck up. I don't know about 100 years from now. I don't know about my kids in the future. But I think the time that I'm living right now, I have more room to fuck up. I believe so. Could be wrong. Maybe, starting this YouTube channel could get me killed. You never know, bruv. You never know. So I am vigilant at the same time. You gotta be careful. But yeah, sometimes you gotta take risks, and life is risky. Deal with it. You gotta take that risk. Being a boss is risky. Being a worker is risky. Everything's a risk. So it depends on what risk you want to take. And yeah, losing the keys. That's one simple problem. Like, I'm not emotional about it because I know that 10 years from now, I'll be looking at this like, why was I so worried about a pair of keys? That's probably the best thing that could have happened because I would have just learned the lesson. We think that problems are too big. My boss, we had a talk today. He was like, he said something like don't be too worried about a problem. Yeah, that's what you say. Don't be too worried about the problem. Just be relaxed. You don't have to scold. You don't have to be angry, and you just solve it calmly. And think of the solution, because you can think of a better solution when you're calm instead of emotional. Don't be scared of any problem. Like, it's just a problem. It's just there. Okay? It's just there waiting for you to be solved. And you can solve it. You can solve it. And if you can't solve it, at least you have friends that can help you out. I was doing this anti-doping course, and I had my friend Adam. He was just next to me. He's like, "Oh yeah, you should give this out." I was basically cheating. He was giving me all the answers, and I was like, "Yeah, small problem. Life is all about problems, and you gotta solve them. And why not be calm, be relaxed, not too relaxed, but be professional in solving those problems. Like a doctor solving a patient's problems. That's how you should solve all your problems in life. Just be a doctor. Like, oh, problem here. Okay, what medication does this problem need? Oh yeah, it requires me to think. Okay, cool. Requires me to think about the future. Okay, cool. Requires me to think about, oh, who can help me out with this? Okay, get this person here. Boom. Oh, okay. I need to Solve it right now? Okay, cool. Cool. Get this person here. Help me out. Oh, they can't help me out? Okay, I'll get the other person then. Oh, nobody can help me out? Okay, I guess I'll do it myself then. Guess I have to do it myself. Okay, cool. Solve it. Is this problem gonna kill me? No, it's not gonna kill you. But it will kill your trust. So you gotta solve it too. Okay? Trust. Okay, can talk to the owner. Yeah, sure. I can give him some money, I guess, like as for being sorry, I guess. You know, money solves a lot of problems. And yeah, that's it. That's it, bro. Small problem. Chill. Chill. If you can't even solve a key problem, how are you gonna solve bigger problems that will definitely pop up in the future? The problems I'm solving now are fucking nothing. Chump change. Not a problem at all. I've never had a problem yet. The big problem is coming. Oh, it is coming. The problem you solve now, all these aren't problems. The future, there will be more bigger problems. And when those problems come, you'll be ready for it. Because you've done all these problems. You'll be ready for the problems. And those problems won't be problems for you. Because you're prepared. You're like, you have the right frame. You're like, yes, I will solve this problem. And even if I can't, well, I tried my best and I did everything I could, and I guess God just don't want me to solve this problem. Then you move on. Easy. Not that easy, but there's a frame that you guys can use. And I think I use it, and I think it helps a lot for me. I don't know if it can help you or not. You have to do your own research. You have to study yourself. You have to be self-aware and realize, does this work for me? If it works for you, cool. If it doesn't work for you, watch some other video. I'm sure there's so many YouTube videos out there that saying how you can solve problems better. But this is solving problems from my perspective. My perspective. Find your perspective. Because you are a unique individual, and you have your own thoughts, and you have your own experiences in life. And I have different experiences. You know, I don't have the same genetics as you. I don't have the same living experience as you. And yeah, we're different. So you gotta know yourself. There was this Chinese proverb. I've said it before tons in my other videos. Like it's called 知彼知己,百战百胜, which means if you know yourself and you know your enemy, you need not fear the outcome of 100 battles. But even then, I think losing is still a possibility. It's still losing is inevitable in life. Like Cao Cao, you know, when he lost to the Sun Quan and Liu Bei, you know, he told his enemies that he told his comrades, his generals, after losing that battle, you know, he lost all his army. I think like 500, 500,000 soldiers gone, and he was talking to the soldiers like, you know, hey, you know, when you build an empire, you're gonna lose some battles sometimes. You're gonna lose. There is no general that has won 100% of their battles before in life. Even Napoleon, he's never won at all. You know, it's always the rise and the fall. But I guess in the fall, you can still choose to rise up if you're still alive, I guess. And yeah, it's how you choose to look at it. So yeah, you will lose. You know, in the worst case scenario, my reputation gets burned, then I guess I just learn from it and I just try to do better the next time. And even if it's an irreversible reputation, I'll be like, well, I guess I have to quit real estate then. Then I gotta do something else. Well, you gotta learn from your mistakes. But I'm sure I'm not the only one that's gone through this problem. I'm sure a lot of people has gone through this key losing problem, and they realize it's not a big problem. I'm telling you guys this because it's to inspire the people in the future when they look at this video and be like, shit, I lost my keys too. How is this guy solving his problem? Oh, he's doing this. He's being relaxed, he's being calm. You know, it's not too worried like, oh, shit. Like what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like, you know, I used to be like that though. I used to always be like that. I was like thinking that shit is gonna solve problems. It doesn't. It doesn't. To solve problems, you gotta be calm, almost like sleepy, but you gotta be calm and just, be relaxed. At the same time, you're tense. At the same time, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna solve this problem. And you just fucking solve it. And you realize after you solve the problem, you're like, oh wait, was that even a problem? Shit, I didn't know I solved that problem. Oh well, move on to the next problem, I guess. And yeah, I think that's how I solve problems. You have to find out how you can solve problems. So that's it for today. No. What time is it? Oh, it's already 1 a.m. Shit. Gotta sleep early. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys it helped you guys in some way. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I guess this channel is not for you. Unsubscribe. Leave a dislike. Maybe comment some hate words too. I love hate comments, by the way. Like, it really gets me fired up. So if you have something hateful to say, do comment down below. If you have something positive to say, comment down below too. I do reply to them. I try to reply to them all. But I'm afraid when I reach 1,000 subs, and I can't reply to them all anymore. I do hope I can though. But yeah, these are the only times where I can actually comment back, because I know for a fact if once I'm big enough, like I'm not gonna be like commenting every single time. I mean, it's cool to do that, but I know Graham Stephan does it. But do I really want to? I don't know. So I'd rather say now, when I have 650 subscribers, that I don't want to do it now. So people won't be like, oh, okay, tough guy. Oh, you have 1 million subs now, so you don't comment back. No. I've said it in the beginning. I don't think I want to comment when I have that many subs. So I'll just comment now while I still can. Reply back to your comments if I can. But yeah, anyways, too much gibberish, too much bullshit. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.